Sometimes van life looks like this. Having some snacks, prepping to work in a parking lot. Leo's not amused. He says, why aren't we camping? Tomorrow, buddy. Tomorrow we'll be camping. Ash just thinks it's cold. Let's see, what should we talk about? Well, we left Cincinnati. We're still in Ohio, aren't we, guys? At another Walmart. We're coming up close to New York, so I think we're going to be able to find some free camping. Thought about going to a couple of campsites tonight, but I just had a lot of work to do, so this was easier, so we could run some errands. And Ohio wasn't really like on our hot list for outdoor activities. We've done some hiking and it has been really nice and fun, and the weather's been good. Tonight it's like 30 something, but it's about 51 in the van because of all these dogs. And Leo keeps trying to lick his paws. Yeah, so tomorrow working again, and on the agenda is to find a camp spot earlier in the day, so late morning, and then kind of set up for the day / night there so we can work and hike kind of all in one spot, and it should be a little bit easier. Okay, good night. So up until now, we've mostly been sleeping at family, friends, and in parking lots. But we made it to New York, and we have our first campsite. It's really beautiful. It's cold, but we kind of expected that, so we were ready, but here it is. So all the camping is free, but you have to camp in the designated spots, which is actually kind of nice because it has a table, so I don't have to get my table out. I made Leo a little line so he can walk around a little bit more. And this is kind of the surroundings. I'm not sure how long we'll stay here, maybe a day or two, because we want to get to Lake Placid at some point. But this is nice. We haven't been camping quite yet, so I've really been looking forward to this, and it's beautiful. Okay, so I haven't really talked about food yet. I'm still kind of figuring it out. The camp food, easy for me. And I've done like a lot of car camping and living in my car and things like that. But with the travel days happening right now and spending a little bit more time in cities on the East Coast, one, I'm probably gonna eat out more just to try all the vegan stops along the way, you know? But I've been doing a lot of wraps. So wraps are super easy, super quick. I can just throw some like hummus, veggies, whatever inside of it. And this is not gonna be low waste. Okay, so that's kind of a bummer. I need to figure that out a little bit more because I don't have a ton of storage for food, nor do I want to store a lot of food in my car because of the dogs. So far, Leo hasn't been getting into anything, mostly because it's under the bed and in the cooler, but I just don't really want to risk that. And I also want to make sure that I am going to eat all of the food that I buy. I am trying to avoid food waste. So in turn, that might result in a little bit more packaging. And I also kind of want to keep it on the healthier side, if possible. So they have these small containers of like a superfood blend, and has some greens and microgreens. And I noticed that this was grown locally. So I opted for this one because it was locally grown. And then I really was wanting some tofu. So I got this pre-made tofu. It's marinated in lemon pepper, and you can eat it hot or cold. So I'm gonna put it in my wraps. I got this really big bag of pita chips like 2 days ago because my godfather's wife, my godmother, I don't know. Anyway, she made this amazing Mediterranean just like platter meal the last night I was staying with them, and she sent me with a bunch of hummus and baba ganoush. I can't pronounce words right now. I'm really hungry. But then I ran out of the pita bread that she homemade. I ran out of it because I was eating so much of it, and it was just so good. So I got some more hummus to go along with that. And because there's like this triple threat flu going around, I got a little like immunity boost juice because I haven't been eating as much like berries and fruits as I usually would. I need to just go and buy some berries and eat them in the mornings, but I usually have smoothies every day when I'm at home. So I thought that this would be like a good easy way to get a bit more vitamins. I'm hoping to tomorrow maybe find some places that like do local juicing and things like that, just to check out a few things. But I just bought this here at the grocery store. Ooh. Okay. That's sour. It like made my jaw freeze up. I also got carrots for the hummus. And I have a little bit of tzatziki left, so I might throw some tzatziki on the wraps. I need to get like a little table so I can put my computer on it and I can make food. But the doggos are so good. They're just over here. Ash, he's sleeping already. Leo, I don't know, he's licking his paw. But we were camping last night and we stayed at the camp spot for like most of the day. We left around 3:30ish because that's when I was done with my first half of work, and I'm going to finish the rest of it tonight where we are parked. And so we hiked in the morning. We went another hike around lunch and another hike like at like 2, and then again right before we left. And for 2 of those, Leo was off leash, so he was like super excited, but he did pretty well. Can't say that it was flawless, but I knew that no one else was in the area, so if he got a little too far away from me, I wasn't as worried. But we need to work on the proximity. But he did good. He did good. It's not a super common occurrence that I find a trail that I can have him off leash on, just because he doesn't do super well around other dogs all of the time. Yeah, so last night we were camping. It was super fun, and tonight we are in Niagara Falls, New York. I saw Niagara Falls when I was in high school from the Canadian side, I think, because my brother would go to this camp in upstate New York in the summertime. Not every year, but don't mind this gigantic knife. It's just the most accessible one. And we road tripped out here, me and my family, to pick him up one year. And so I saw it then, but I don't really remember it. I mean, I do, but I want to see it from the New York side because I think we only saw it from the Canadian side, and just want to check out the town. And it's kind of on the way to Lake Placid. I think it's a little bit out of the way. I just want to try this tofu. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like this. Good way to get a little more protein. I didn't really eat that much protein yesterday, so I'm gonna give a little bit to Leo. Okay, he's being a good boy and not crowding me. I have to get the seasonings off. My doggos love tofu. Okay. Yeah, so I'm headed to Lake Placid and I am not sure what I'm gonna do there yet. I might meet up with someone that I know through a friend to see what he's about and do some hiking, things like that. We were gonna camp again tonight, but I saw in the forecast that it was supposed to snow like pretty early in the morning in that area, and the road was decent, but it didn't look like it got plowed very often, and I didn't want to get the van stuck. I did get new tires. You know, I just don't want to risk it. And we were going to leave pretty early in the morning anyway. So it just gives us a little bit more time to explore the town, I guess. I actually think I'm going to put the tzatziki on this. Oh yeah, I'm excited about this wrap. Microgreens. And after Lake Placid, I guess I'm just headed to New Hampshire. No, I don't really have much else to say about that tonight. I'm just gonna finish work, hang out with the dogs, and go to sleep as early as possible because I love some snoozing. All right, bye. Okay, I was gonna be done, but look how beautiful this looks. I guess maybe in this lighting it doesn't look that good. Yum, tofu greens, tzatziki. It's this plant-based tzatziki and it uses a cauliflower base. He's so good.